Assalamu alaikum, good morning. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. Students, are you listening me? Please reply so that I can understand whether you are here or not, or whether you are listening me properly. Students, please reply so that I can understand. Okay, you are here. It means you are listening me. Very good of you. Now I'm going to start my lecture. Don't disturb the class. Concentrate on the topic. Today I am going to give you a lecture of English literature. This is also a reinforcement lecture. I am giving you review of some topics. This is English literature lecture number 8. Okay, we have done 3 lessons before. We have done the introduction of the novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. We have done the first lesson, Bad Tom. Second lesson, Huckleberry Finn, and the third lesson, The Graveyard. We have done all. Now, I want to give you a quick review or some reinforcement points in the same topics. The topics I have selected for the today's lecture is the introduction. Introduction means about your novel, about the characters of the novel, and I will give you the review of the lesson number 1, that is background. Now I am going to start my lecture. This is the first I want to discuss about the introduction of the novel. You all know that it is a very interesting novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. We are doing this and I hope you are having a lot of interest in this novel. The novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, was written by a famous American writer and humorist, Mark Twain. Mark Twain was a very famous writer. He belonged to USA, United States of America, and he was a famous humorist as well. It means his stories are with lot of fun and interest so that people can understand it easily and they enjoy by reading his novels. The novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, paints a beautiful and perfect picture of boyhood life, adventures, and growing up memories of Mark Twain. This novel is having some beautiful moments of his own boyhood life. He added some stories from his growing up memories in this novel, and some of the characters of the novel are also similar with the people whom Mark Twain had met in his life. There are some other novels also written by Mark Twain. The most popular of them was The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn as well. Now I want to discuss about the main characters of the novel. There are many main characters, but you all know that the most important character is Tom Sawyer. And Tom Sawyer, as I have told you, that the whole story is going around him, so he is actually the hero of the novel. And some points about the Tom Sawyer was that here I have mentioned some of the points here. Tom was a mischievous boy and adventurous by nature. Mischievous, I have already told you that it means he was very naughty, but he was very much intelligent as well. and he was adventurous. He wanted to do different adventures. He was interested in doing adventures and enjoying his life. Another most important point about Tom Sawyer is that he had no parents. Actually, because of his lifestyle or because of his nature, it depends upon that thing also, that he had no parents and no one was there actually to scold him or to tell him or different things. But because he had no parents, so he lived with his Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly was his real aunt. That means Aunt Polly was the sister of his real mother, but he was not trying or he was not interested to listen to Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly was very, very honest in her responsibilities. She wanted Tom, she wanted the best things for Tom, but Tom was playing tricks on her because he did not want to listen to her. He also did not want to go to school and church regularly. Actually, he did not want to dress up, and because of that he was not interested in school as well, to go to school as well as to go to church, because he was not interested in dressing up as well as he was not interested in boring things. He uh, he got bored in the speeches in the church, and he was also not interested in school activities. He had one brother, Sid, and one sister, Mary, who also lived with them in with Aunt Polly and Tom, and they lived in a village which is known as which is near the river St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is the name of the village, and it was near the Mississippi River. So this is little bit about the Tom Sawyer. I come to the next character, that is Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn was very rude. Huck was very rude, wild-natured, and lazy. He was very rude, wild-natured, and lazy, and he had no parents. He was very much naughty as well. His father was always drunk and never looked after him. His father, actually, he had no mother. His father was always drunk and never looked after him. And because he was drunk, so he was not able to look after him, and he was not telling him what is right and what is wrong. He possessed very bad habits and led a carefree life. And because of that, no one was there to tell him what is right and wrong. And because of that, he had very bad habits and he led a carefree life. He did not want, go to school and church. He did whatever he wished. I hope you are understanding very well. Now I come to some other characters. The next is Becky Thatcher. Becky was very pretty, loving, and friendly by nature. She was a very beautiful girl. She was also the school fellow of Tom, and she was very pretty as well as her nature was very good. She was very much friendly by nature and loving and caring. She was a class fellow of Tom and his friend. She was the best friend of Tom, and she was also the class fellow of Tom. She was the daughter of Judge Thatcher. Judge Thatcher was the judge in that village, St. Petersburg, and she was the daughter of Judge Thatcher. This family was also living in the same village where Tom lived. Another main character was Injun Joe. Injun Joe was a very clever, wicked, and evil criminal. He was Shahir Junaid, please don't disturb the class. You are making lines, I have seen. So please don't disturb the class. Enjinjo was a clever, wicked, and evil criminal. As I have already told you that Enjinjo was very bad person. He was very clever, wicked, and evil criminal. He wanted to take revenge from many people, and he did not leave the people free who had done something wrong with him. He was a thief and a murderer. He was also a murderer as well. He was a thief and he did many wrong things with other people. He was actually the villain of the novel. You can say that he was the villain of the novel. There are some other characters in the novel as well. I hope you can understand them and you can remember them because we have completed 3 lessons. So you remember Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly is the also a main character in the novel, and she was the aunt of Tom, Sid, and Mary, and she was very kind and loving, caring, and she was very much loving by nature, and she was doing her responsibilities very well. Another character was there was Muff Potter. Muff Potter was a drunk man who was living in the village. He was some time helping Tom and Huck. And another character was Dr. Robinson. He was the doctor in the novel. I hope you can understand what Muff Potter and Dr. Robinson and Injun Joe did in the graveyard, if you remember. And Huck, I have told you that he was very lazy, wild, and rude. And Tom wished to live like Huck. And no one in the village liked Huck, as he was very lazy, rude, wild, and he did not actually obey anybody. He did not want how to live a good life, and he did whatever he wanted. And because of that, Tom was very much interested in living the same life like Huck, but he had um, a person, Aunt Polly, in his home who told him right or wrong, and but he played tricks on her. Now I come to the lesson that Tom. I hope you have understood about the characters, and whenever there are some more characters come in the novel, I will discuss about them one by one or at different times during the review and during the lecture. I will give you some time at the end of the lecture as well, so that if you have got any confusions, you can ask me. Now I am going to discuss about Bad Tom. I have told you that in the previous lectures when we have discussed Bad Tom, I have given some underlined words to you so that you can find the meanings and you can understand uh, easily. I hope you have read the lesson many times and you have remembered the whole story. But if you want to ask any other thing, you can ask me at the end of the lecture. I will give you some time so that you will ask any questions from me. Now I am discussing about Bad Tom. This is about the word bad here is written for the Tom because Tom was doing different things or playing tricks on the people, and he disturbed different people. Because of that, it is written over here. Now I am going to discuss some points about the lesson that Tom here. Tom, it starts with the Tom. that Tom lived in a village of St. Petersburg. I have already told you that he lived in a village and the name of the village was St. Petersburg. I hope you have learned the spelling of St. Petersburg. And this village was near Mississippi River. He what now it is written about the next point is about the habits or what he did with the people. He disturbed people. He liked to disturb people and play tricks on them. He played tricks on them. Like Aunt Polly, if you remember, he took the one day he hid in the cupboard and ate jam. If you remember, that was the first thing which was written about Tom, that he hid himself in the cupboard and ate jam. Aunt Polly told him not to do that, but he did that because he did not want to obey anybody. He wanted to do whatever he wished. Aunt Polly caught him when he was eating jam from the cupboard, and Aunt Polly caught him and decided to punish him because she was very much upset from the behavior of Tom, and because of that, she wanted to punish him. Now she gave him the punish to paint the fence on Saturday. There was a fence around their house, and Aunt Polly gave him the punish to paint that fence on Saturday. That was the most important point, that she had given the punishment on Saturday because Saturday was the holiday and all the boys and the girls, they were off from the school, and this was the holiday, so they enjoy this day, that day. The whole day is for enjoyment, but Aunt Polly decided to give him punish on Saturday, and the punish was to paint the fence. If you remember, the fence was very much long and was very much big as well. If you remember, it was 30 yards in length. Saturday was a holiday, so Tom was in trouble. When Tom understood that, or he wa- was he knew about that he had got a punishment on Saturday, then he was very much confused because he was in trouble, because he will not have any time to play or to enjoy with the other boys or girls, other friends. The fence was 30 yards long, which I want to discuss about again, that it was 30 yards long and 9 feet high. So you should remember the measurement of the fence, because it is very important thing that you remember this 30 yards length, long means 30 yards in length, and 9 feet high means 9 feet in height. I hope you are understanding clearly and you are remembering all the points which we have already discussed when we have done the lesson back Tom. Now, some other points from back Tom. Tom met a well-dressed boy on a street. He became jealous of him because of his neat clothes. If you remember, I have told you that Tom did not want to dress up properly. And when he saw a person or a boy who was around his own age, so he was very much well dressed. If you remember, he even wore a tie as well. And when Tom met him on a street, he became jealous of him. Why he became jealous? Because of his neat clothes. When he saw his clothes and compared his clothes with Tom's own clothes, then Tom's clothes were dirty and untidy, and the boy's clothes were very neat and clean. So Tom became jealous of him. He first gave him some threats to go away from there. After that, when he did not move, then he started fighting with him and bet him with his fist as well. If you remember, then he, though both of them scratched their noses, ears, and clothes, and were laying down on the road, and then they their clothes became dirty. He begged him, and after that, that boy had gone away. Aunt Polly scolded him for his dirty clothes. When he returned back home, Aunt Polly saw that he was in very much dirty clothes. So she scolded him. Tom wanted to take help of Jim to paint the fence. Now, on Saturday morning, Tom took a bucket of paint and brush, and he went to paint the fence. And when he saw Jim there, because Jim had come outside the house to collect water from the well, so Tom wanted to take help of Jim to paint the fence. He offered Jim white marble, so Jim agreed to paint the fence. First of all, if you remember, Jim refused to paint the fence because he was afraid of Aunt Polly. But when Tom offered Jim some white marble or white marble piece, then Jim was taking interest, and he agreed to paint the fence. Aunt Polly saw them and begged Jim. Aunt Polly saw them that Jim was trying to help Tom. So she begged Jim, and then Jim had gone away. Tom started painting. Then he got an idea, and he started painting the fence. He wanted to take help from different boys who were going from that place. Actually, the boys and the students who were off from the school on Saturday, they were moving from that place, and they were what they did, they stopped there and looked Tom, who was painting the fence. So Tom showed that it was very interesting to paint. Now Tom was showing, and he was doing painting and showing that it was a very interesting thing. So the boys who came along watched Tom. They took interest in painting the fence. When they watched Tom that he was enjoying in painting, then they also took interest in painting the fence. So Tom treated the boys in that way as well. Tom told them it was very important to paint it correctly. Now Tom made it more important by saying that this is very important task given by Aunt Polly to paint it correctly or perfectly, you can say that. The boys who are taking so much interest in painting, they asked Tom to paint some fans. They wanted permission from Tom to paint some fans because they took interest in that. Tom first refused, then agreed to give them chance to paint. Tom first refused them. He was just showing them. Actually, he wanted them to paint the fans for him. He actually did not do the painting himself, and because of that, he wanted them to do some painting. Then, after some discussions, he agreed to give them chance to paint. The boys, I hope you are understanding till here, if you remember all the story. Now the boys came one by one and painted some pans for Tom. Now there were many boys coming one by one, and all of them, when Tom was showing that it was a very most important task, or it was a very interesting task to paint the fence, then the boys took interest, and one by one they came, and then they took permission from Tom to give them chance to paint the fence. And because of that, the boys came one by one and then paint some fence, so that the painting become completed, the boys gave something to Tom to paint the fence, but Tom was very much intelligent and he was very much mischievous and tricky as well. So he did not allow any of the boy to paint the fence. Uh, he only allowed them when they gave something to Tom in return, because Tom also had the habit to collect different things, and because of that he took different things from the boys one by one when they are coming, and he took the things from them and then gave some chance to paint the fence. The boys gave something to Tom to paint the fence. Tom did not allow them to paint the fence if they are not having anything to give to Tom. Ben Rogers, who was Tom's friend as well, he came first and he started the painting by giving an apple to Tom. When Ben Rogers actually he came and he was eating an apple and he looked Tom to paint the fence, and when he was looking Tom to take so much interest in painting, he stopped there and asked Tom to give him some chance to paint the fence. He was eating an apple, so Tom refused him first, but when Ben Rogers offered him to give him his apple, then Tom allowed him to paint the fence. Actually, when Tom wanted that apple, next person or next friend or the boy who came there for painting, he was Billy Fisher, uh, who gave him a kite. Tom allowed Billy Fisher to paint the fence only when he gave him a kite. Don't make the lines, Ibrahim. Yes. नहीं तो हाँ चल गई. देखें जरा, बच्चों ने तो मुझे कोई नहीं कंप्लेन किया. Students, are you listening me? Please reply. Students, reply. Are you listening me? Okay, very good of you. All of you are listening me very clearly. Is there any voice problem? Please tell me. No? Okay. All are okay. No voice problem. Very good of you. Are you understanding everything? Very good, very good. Okay, now I am continuing. Listen to me very carefully. Some of the students are very late again. I have told you that to be there on time, please. Next time I will not allow anybody to admit my class, to enter my class, please. Okay? Now, we are here that I have told you that Ben Rogers was the first boy who gave an apple to Tom to do some painting, and then Billy Fisher was the second person who gave the kite to Tom to paint the fence. Now, one by one, the boys came and then they gave something to Tom, and then he allowed them to paint. Don't open your cameras, please. Shahid, Sameen, Umar, Hadika. Turn off your cameras. I don't want them. Now, I'm continuing here. Listen to me very carefully. The boys completed the paint for Tom. Tom did not have to do anything. He just started, and after that, whole of the fence was painted by different boys. And Tom collected many things from the boys. Now, Tom was very much sharp in mind, and you can understand from this activity that he tricked with the boys, and then all the boys did painting for him and he had nothing to do. He just enjoyed to see the boys painting for him. You can understand the nature of Tom by this whole scene of painting or by tricking the boys to paint the fence for him. Tom collected many things from the boys. Please don't write anything. I have already taken your attendance. Please don't write your name and section. The boys completed the paint for Tom. Tom collected many things from the boys. He collected many things like marbles, chalk, toy soldier, fish, kitten, knife, and rope. Many other things were also there. I have written some of the things. You can see all other things from the book as well. Then Tom asked permission from his Aunt Polly to play. When Tom saw that all the painting has done, everything has been completed by the boys, then Tom went to his aunt Polly and asked permission from her to play. Aunt Polly was very surprised how the painting had been completed very early. She was very much surprised, so she came outside and looked at the fence. And when she saw that the whole fence was completely painted, then she was very much surprised as well as happy because she did not know what did Tom do with the boys. And then she allowed Tom to play. Now, I hope you have understood the whole lesson. And now, after 2 minutes, I will give you some time to ask me any question about anything, whatever you want, about monthly test, about your class tasks, about your assignments, about your lectures, whatever you want to ask me, you are allowed after 2 minutes. Okay? And so take out your notebooks and note down the questions which you want to ask. Okay, students, now it is your time to ask me any question if you want to ask. First of all, I want to congratulate you. You have done very good English language monthly test. Very good of you all. Do you have any questions about your monthly test of literature? We have done language, if you remember. We have done language and you have given me very good result. I am very much happy about your result. Now on 10th of September, you know that on Thursday, your monthly test of literature will be there. So I will upload before 8 o'clock, and again I will give you 24 hours, the whole day, to complete the test. And yes, Alina, English language monthly test was easy because you have prepared. Those who have prepared well, it was very easy for them. I know that. And if you are preparing well, then it will be easier for you. Again, I'm telling you that in monthly test of literature, we have 25 MCQs again. It is of 25 marks. and you have to prepare it from your book as well and from your copy as well. Remember this thing, okay? Only the topic is Huckleberry Finn. So you have to read the lesson very carefully again and again and prepare from the copy as well, like words meaning, question answers, you will have to prepare from there. And one more thing which I want to discuss, that today we have done the introduction of the novel again, some important points about some main characters, as well as we have done the review of lesson back Tom. So you will have the time to um, read the lesson again and again back down, so that if there will be any confusion, then you will ask me the next class. And read Huckleberry Finn as well from the book, so that you will prepare for the monthly test. If you have got any question, please ask me. I'm not giving you any assignment today. First of all, I'm telling you, because you are asking me about assignment again and again. Don't ask me about assignment, because I'm not giving you any home assignment today because of your monthly test. Okay, when the monthly test will be over, then I will give you home assignments. Okay, it means from the next week or from Friday. It may be possible that I will give you home assignment on Friday, because on Friday there will be no monthly test. Okay, so on Friday I will give you. Alina, school will be opening soon, and you will be getting the announcement or the news from the Google Classroom or from the WhatsApp message. So you will have students now. You will have to prepare for coming to school, because they will be opening soon, and you know that you have to follow the SOPs very much. You should have to wear the masks. Okay, so be prepared for all these things. On 22nd September, so Hema, the date is not confirmed. Okay, on Sheikh, the date is not confirmed. I am telling you, all of you, that the date is not confirmed. Whenever they will be they will open, then we will inform you before that, so that you will prepare yourself for coming to school. Abdullah, yes, this date comes in the news on television, but it has not been decided yet. When the admin of the school will decide about the opening of your class, then we will inform you. Now the time is going to over. I want to stop my lecture here. Allah Hafiz.